how you can book a reading online or in person if you're here in Puerto Rico, if you're visiting, if you are an intuitive, if you have this sense that there is more inside of life, you want to learn more. This system was crafted by the artist, the healing artist at Surya Soul Sun, with many different symbols, and it goes towards enhancing every part of who you are in a positive aspect, a creative field, a quantum dimension. This was the intention of the Tenkei Yoke Tarot. We're going to explain more on how it's not like traditional tarot, on how actually you must be careful of people reading different people's decks, thinking that they understand when they're just getting a training from just what they read or what they see in a fiction. So you have to understand the real laws of energy, quantum physics, different types of aspects that mix the spiritual intuition, but also the scientific part, biological part of who you are. The Tenkei Yoke Tarot does this for someone just by looking at the cards. So again, people doing different things, you must be very careful of these energy attachments and the basis of fear. We're going to go more into that today.
One of the biggest things is to understand that our cards, whether you believe it or not, work with the left, right side of the brain and the vagus nerve. It is proven in psychology. It is proven in energy. It is proven in physics and much, much more. No matter what you are going through, you can actually heal from just looking at our cards and understand that life is kind of funny. So most of you are reading cards, which is good. You can read cards, but you're reading cards for peanuts, taking on the energy. Will my boyfriend come back to me? Can I get this? And can I do that? Well, you need to practice this, that. No, that is manipulative energy. And if you are using a certain religion, you can use it. It is very powerful, but it is also very dark if someone has fear inside of them. That is why a lot of people, they do not have doctors in religion. They don't have a master's, a bachelor's, none of that. But they go with basic religion as my mother, this is what I grew up as. Some people go to church, some people have a Bible. So that does not do any good when you put fear into it. So a lot of you are reading in fear and also telling people, and if you're just doing it for $35, $25, it could be a great business, but you're attaching to so many people. So with us, we can tell immediately in the sound of your voice, different frequencies, and we have proven science to prove it. A lot of people have fake facts. We have reality. We have studies. We have experiments. Just with this deck itself, starting back tons of years ago in the US, when we had a group, the students, some of them turned out to be the biggest masters in the world. Some of them went on the light side, some of them went, they say, on the dark side, but they all learned. They all can change. The thing is that when someone crosses your energy line, okay, you have to understand that. That is in a multi-dimensional understanding. So if someone comes at you, putting you down because of a certain religion and you don't do that, What do you do as a healer? You look right away if they're putting you down, and you look to see if they have children. Some of them do have children. Now, what are we getting at?
So let's look at the essence of religious belief. You have religious, which is a group of people that have a certain view, and then you have a belief that can just be a strong feeling or a vibration towards something. So many people in this world are monotheistic, believing in one God, polytheistic, believing in many gods, and some people are atheists, where they don't believe, but they have the sense of nature within, so they must believe in something. So really, what does it mean to you, and how does this truly affect your life? And then you have these people, religious, one God, Jewish, Muslim, Catholic, Christian, Mormon, against this thing called paganism, witchcraft, sorcery. And then there is a different thing on it, what is a good and what is a bad. So when you look at these very simple aspects, you have to expand your mind further to the true power that's inside of you. And hello to everyone that is here. If you have any questions, we are giving readings with the cards, the 10K Yoga Tarot. Watch this video again to see the true meaning of the cards. And we go into it as we do each reading, because it's going to mean something different for every person. The cards are meant to uplift. As you can see from the blank card, your life is what you want. You have the power right now to have a creation inside of anything you desire. So where's your focus? And then again, we can explain here the back of the card, the infinite lotus, or the lotus flower at the top of the head, inside of every person's brain, allowing for maximum transformation and also intelligence. So you just see inside of your life, a lot of people out there need some protection, or so they think. Going to many different sources. Maybe there needs to be an inner trust with the power that's inside of you. Again, there's a lot of people out there being manipulated by the media, by people in power. Maybe you're being manipulated by sex or by money to be a certain way or to think in a certain way, and it's stifling who you truly are. Again, there's support systems you can reach out to. We have different programs within our sanctuary and wellness center that when you contact and you feel the information resonate with you, you're able to go into any sector that we have to help you inside of your life. Remember, you're only as powerful as the people around you, but also the will inside of yourself. Let's make every single person around us be that sense of protection, be the provider for themselves, for the people they love. But remember, everyone can do it. We have to also find the power in equality too, not judging other people.
So let's just say, I am saying. Sounds funny, right? So what do we say to ourselves every day? And what do we replay in our mind every day? And the conversations you have with people, why are people still stuck in your mind afterwards and you're repeating everything? And I should have, I could have, I did. That is a lasting energy that they call like a vampire energy, someone sucking your energy, someone this. But in reality, that is something to do inside your vagus nerve, the left and right side of your brain.
So someone's going to say it's a psychic attack, or I need this protection, I need this candle, this herb, this defense. But really, where's the fear inside of your heart? Also, if you went through any trauma or pain, where is this inflaming your spine, causing different types of reactions inside of the brain? So we can't say that the magical isn't real or someone is crazy. It's really just inside of you. Are you satisfied and happy with your life? How can this be better for you, for everyone?
So when you look at different religions, Catholic, Roman, they did the incense, they do the blood of Christ, you're drinking wine, you're eating the body. Isn't that paganism that they took from that, but they're saying that it's not? They have white candles, they have robes, they have 14 karat, 24 karat gold, big crowns on. Everybody's in a union because they had to organize people to be hypnotized, self-hypnotism and different things. So in the world, it doesn't matter what religion you are. You got people molesting people, all these different things. But everybody throws that under the table when they want to attack. So you have to really look at, you can practice anything you want, but when you're saying that your God is telling you this person's going to be punished or they're evil because they meditate or they can't listen to music, they can't wear a bathing suit, they can't do this, but then you look at these people and you say to yourself, you have children? Oh, so you had sex at one point in time. So you're not immaculate conception.
But you're thinking about the God and the devil. So how is that really going to work if you're so literal? It's all inside of the mind. You're always going to be in a fear if you believe that you're going to suffer or you're going to be in pain. So how do we take away that pain inside of the mind? What does it truly mean to be liberated for society? There's so many communities out there manipulated. People are also mass confusing and illusionizing people because of this little thing called power. So what does that truly mean inside of the 10K Yoke Tarot? That maybe there's stuff that's far beyond your understanding that you've been programmed to ignore, to be ignorant about, because that was just what your parents did, your grandparents did, your society does. And in order to fit in, sometimes it's necessary to conform. But for those that feel like they are beyond or have a certain essence, or maybe you feel like people have always been against you and you don't know why, there is something inside that needs to change. So we see the perception, but we also see the true potential within inside that is the source of your happiness, is the source of your abundance, your prosperity. But how are you going about it? You have to clear the programming, make sure nothing is done in an anger, a greed, or a jealousy, and see inside of your life the people, the roles, the places that are impacting you and how you think and do things.
So you have to understand that a long time ago, they took the long vowels out of words and they changed things. So the old gurus and masters and everybody understood this, and the intelligent really understood this. And when you look at words that you use as profanity now, they use them as different words years ago. So the world today is very emotional. Everything is a review, everything is a picture of what they're eating, what they're doing, everything. And when you look at social media, most of it's all fake, trying to do something or one up someone else and trying to be so famous. But in reality, we're in a world where everybody could be making money right now, but a lot of people choose to be ignorant within inside themselves. So you're always going to have people that think they're better than other people, but they're really just narcissists. So when you're a healer or whatever word you want to call it, you have to understand the identity of I cannot judge. I can only tell you what you're telling me, and from the vibration that you're giving, within a matter of 30 seconds, you can tell everything about that person. This is how we've been training people for years. And one of the things is taking people, it doesn't matter what education, once you put them through our system, you will understand within a matter of 1, 2, 3 months, if they follow directions, they will be better than their old master teacher, in a way. And it sounds rude because everybody is guaranteed fame. everybody is guaranteed richness. It's really up to you inside of you and what archetype you are. But a lot of people say, well, you're this archetype, you're that archetype. They say that you're this horoscope, you're that horoscope. And not everybody can be a certain too many numbers, you're doing too much. Well, that's maybe because of your failure, not someone else's. So there's a lot of things that you can do. And you really have to ask yourself, what is it that you want to do right now at this point in time that will change? The biggest thing is to give us a call and let's see where you can go. We wish everyone well. We do not wish anybody harm. If anybody talks negative about us, it's fine. You have the right to talk negative, but at the end of the day, you have to ask yourself,
Are you talking negative inside of your own life constantly? Are you talking about other people? Are you saying sad things about yourself inside? These are the things that you have to ask yourself. Remember, if someone is saying something negative about us, about what we say or who we say that we are or what we do, it really just means that the breath has to be watched a little more with inside. Also, if you have anything to say, you can call us, 787-979-9938. But we find out that most people, when they have something negative to say or they feel a certain emotion towards a craft or towards a way, it won't be said to the face. So then it doesn't matter. Contact us if you need anything.